G'day folks, Corey Hind. I hope you're doing really well. Stick around. This story has 6 parts to it, and I will concede that number 4 some people won't like, but for this particular story it worked really well. Now, the reason for this story is to show you that sometimes success is just around the corner, and all you need to do is identify where your best customers actually come from and then double down on that. This story is fantastic because it didn't take that long. It's a true story, and it's a story about graft and identifying where the wins are and ignoring the rest, which really is the secret to success. It's about finding the essential things and ignoring the rest. I'm not going to claim that quote. That's Leah Babauta from zenhabits.net. So we're going to go through the 6 things and tell you why this particular electrician has done so well in his business over the last couple of years. So the headline is, it's truly stunning what a 6-month period of hyper-focus can do. Most of this was done pretty quickly. So here are the 6 steps. The first step was he simply grabbed one of our short courses about branding. So what that course really does is it helps you to identify or clarify, I should say, who you are and what you do. So once you clarify that in really basic terms, what that does is it makes it far easier for people to share the word for you. So this guy grabbed that, works through it. I'm going to put a copy of that free course in the description for this video. So just grab it. It costs you nothing. It's very simple, but it's very effective because it helps you and people to remember you and spread the word for you. So that was his first step. Did that really well. He took that name and what I do and simply plastered it everywhere. LinkedIn, Facebook, email, Instagram, Twitter, all over the place. And very quickly he got 7 leads from friends. Now, his friends knew what he did for a job, but they hadn't seen it in such an obvious, I am this person and I do this thing before. So he worked through that process of ensuring that everybody knew exactly what he did. It's almost so obvious and so simple that people don't want to do it because it just seems so mind-numbingly obvious. However, I've found that most people don't know exactly what you do. So once you work through a process of saying, this is my name, this is what I do, this is the outcome I give to people, and you get it in front of everybody, it's amazing how often leads come your way from your close personal network. That could be your business page on Facebook, that could be your Facebook personal profile, LinkedIn, Twitter, you name it. So that was step 2. And that's a good little influx of leads for a small business. When you're a one-man band, 7 leads is actually quite a lot of work. That's usually a couple of months' worth of work. Some of these leads were small, some of them were big. But what happens when you get a lead is you do work for that person, you do a good job, you get Google reviews. Okay? Now, point 3, which is very pertinent to what we do, was this guy digested everything we've ever published about Google Business Profile. He realized that for electrician work, the game was people grab their phone, they go, wow, I need a Sparky, an electrician, and they start looking on their phone. So he recognized that outside of word of mouth, Google Business Profile was by far the most important thing for him. We know from further research that in the city that he's in, 90% of electricians don't do anything on that profile. He does, and his lead flow from that has gone through the roof. So he recognized that for his profession, Google Business Profile was a critical step, and he went hard at it. Reviews, images, he took all the advice we've ever dished out on our YouTube channel and instilled it in his business, which was great to see. He took the advice, did the stuff. And number 4, this one is, I've seen this quite often. Some people don't like it, and that's fair enough. Some people do like it. Hey, it's up to you. So quite often we will see Facebook community groups, your suburb group, your town group, and people pop in there and say, hey, who knows a plumber? Who knows an electrician? Who knows a lawn mowing guy? Who knows a roofer? And all this guy did was he said to a friend who was quite active in these groups, hey, every time you see a reference to an electrician, throw my name in the mix and I'll give you a cut of the deal. Perfect. So we know from marketing studies that people believe other people far more than they believe you. So a recommendation is very powerful. So that was step 4. So you might want to do that, you might not. That's entirely up to you. Number 5 was he grabbed Publer, which is a social media tool that we get our clients to use, and just went hard at the social media. So he tripled down. So what he did was every Monday morning, he would sit down at his computer and use Publer to send photos and content out to Facebook, LinkedIn, and Google Business Profile all in one go. And he streamlined that way, and then he'd go back and check later on to see if there's any comments or anything. And that was a big part of the game because we believe that not only helped him get local leads for his business, but we know that it did because the leads came from Facebook as well as LinkedIn for him, but we also know that Google is aware of that activity, and that helped to elevate his Google Business Profile into the top 3 for his town. So this step is really important, often overlooked. The secret is you have to be really, really consistent with it. So that was the secret there. And number 6, this is the secret to business that most people hate, which is become a robot. He went monk mode for 6 months, just went at it. So he was consistent, followed people up, he got his posts done, he got his work done on all of his platforms, and just went at it again and again and again and ignored all the rest. Don't bother setting up a TikTok or whatever it might be that you don't really need to do. Focus on the 3 or 4 things that are moving the needle for your business, and he went hard at that. Since he started this process, he's now picking up jobs worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is a true story. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. He now has a team of staff, not just a one-man band. It's a really cool story. It's true, and it really is just those 6 steps. So work through those steps for your business. And disclaimer, this might not work for your business. Really, it came down to the initial phase for this guy, which was recognizing who are my ideal people, where are they, how can I best get onto them, and then just doubling down. All right, any comments or questions, pop them below, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.